A big portion of Donald Trump's campaign was saying that he would end the war in Ukraine, as you know.
24 hours.
Within 24 hours. He said all he would have to do is pick up the phone. Not only is that not true, but we are now, what, almost a year into Donald Trump's second term. And not only is the war still going strong, but they are continuing to coddle to Vladimir Putin. By the way, has Donald Trump ever put the blame on Putin? He's always said both sides. He's never put the blame on Putin.
He refuses to say he was the aggressor. He refuses to say that it was an attack on sovereignty and a sovereign nation.
It's really despicable. And this is Donald Trump now talking about the 28-point plan. And one reporter asked him, there's a lot of people that feel like, Mr. President, that this is favorable to Russia. Well, of course it is.
It was their wish list.
And then he talks about this plan being a concept, like he talks about healthcare. Listen to this.
Europe really wants to see it end if possible.
There were a lot of Republicans who felt that the first 28-point plan, was too favorable to Russia. Have you changed
Well, that was just a map. All that was is a map. That was not a plan. It was a concept. And from there, they've taken each one of the 28 points, and then you get down to 22 points. A lot of them were solved, and actually very favorably solved. So we'll see what happens.
What the hell is he talking about? Concept? So your concept of a plan is rewarding an evil, murderous dictator for invading our allies? This is when it goes on, and he's asked, what kind of concessions? This is an unbelievable clip that I'm about to play for you. The President of the United States is asked, what concessions Russia going to make? Keep in mind, Vladimir Putin and Russia are the ones that invaded Ukraine. Listen to Donald Trump's definition of what a concession would be. Listen to this.
I believe next week in Moscow.
Next week in Moscow?
I think so, yes.
What kinds of concessions are the Russians going to have to make?
Well, they're making concessions. Their big concession is they stop fighting and they don't take any more land. Again, it's a war that would have never happened if I was president. This was not anything that was going to happen. This happened because of stupidity. It's too bad.
So let me get this right. A concession is to stop killing people. So that would be like me saying, for example, if somebody's in a crowd of people and starts, shooting a bunch of innocent people, that person is caught. We know what happened. What is the punishment? Just stop killing people. I'm being serious.
Can I make a quick analogy?
Yeah, it's insane.
So, as you know, I was union president, and I was the head negotiator for the supervisor union. That would be like me going to the city and the city council and telling them how to negotiate against us. And then when I brought the board in and we all sat down with the city already knows how to negotiate with us. That is so underhanded, and it really shows Trump's character, because I don't know if he truly loves Putin or if they have something on him. I don't know what it is.
And the president also is trying to get Ukraine to give up their land to Russia.
Yeah.
And make no mistake about it, you are rewarding an evil, murderous dictator for starting a war. Donald Trump is asked about this, about maybe Ukraine giving up a little bit too much of their land. Have a listen to this.
Do you think that Ukraine was being asked to give too much land back to Russia? I know at one point you said they shouldn't have to give any back.
It's really up. Look, the way it's going, if you look, it's just moving in one direction. So eventually that's land that over the next couple of months might be gotten by Russia anyway. So do you want to fight and lose another 50, 60,000 people? Or do you want to do something now? In some cases, the land is going in the other direction. So they're negotiating. They're trying to get it done. You want to have a border? You can't have a border that goes through a highway or a border that goes through the middle of a town. So that doesn't work. So it's a long, complicated process. And very, very sad because so many people are being killed.
Wait, come again? Ukraine is taking land that does not belong to them from Russia?
What he's trying to say is in the Donetsk region or in Kherson or somewhere like that, what he's saying is, well, if Russia's already taken half of the land, and if it goes through a highway, well, we can't just split it there, so Ukraine's going to have to give it up. He's as pro-Russian as it gets.
Oh, sure. And the president, and his envoy are primarily concerned, at least it appears to me, with doing anything and everything they can to make Vladimir Putin happy. and reward him for being a murderer, for his brutal and sadistic war of aggression. That's exactly what this is. Make no mistake about it.